Good morning, it's just about 7 a.m. here, still dark, city of Cape Town. Well, I'm kind of in a suburb about 15 minutes away, waiting for my friend to actually confirm that she is awake. She's the one that I'm going to be filming. I need her, otherwise I'm not going to leave the house. But let's give it 15 more minutes. Hopefully she'll let me know she's up. We can go to the city, get our opening shots, and we'll take you along for the ride. I decided to go ahead and drive to my friend's place in case she woke up in time, and though I got some gorgeous shots of a full moon at sunrise, she did not join me to shoot, which had me rethink my entire strategy for this short. I decided I'd have to take on the challenge of shooting the film with myself as the subject or the main character, and I knew that if I could just get the opening scene right, the rest of the short would come together nicely. So with my wide lens, my trusty tripod, and my storyboard, I woke up early Monday morning, drove to my selected location, and started recording myself. After a day of scrubbing through and editing the footage, I decided my intro scene was working, and I spent the next morning at the waterfront and the next afternoon, which happened to be the stormiest I'd seen Cape Town in a very long time, in the city centre, where I combined location scouting and shooting and got very wet. Day 3 of shooting is finally done. As you can tell, it's been a stormy one. I didn't want to leave the house. I am really glad I did though. I feel that the gloomy sky really contributed to the mood of a lot of the shots that I got, especially those ones with that vibrant, colorful graffiti. So I'm really excited about those ones. I couldn't get myself center frame. It's a different lens. I'm using the GH5 for this one, put it through some weather. I'll just make it work the way it is. On that Sunday, I visited the city gardens to record some city creatures, climb a tree, and I managed to record some pigeon sounds. Right, we're on day 4 of the shooting and editing, and a few notes. I've been keeping track of everything, and to be honest with you, I was pretty nervous about the state of the edit, and I just had to keep reminding myself that the visuals are pretty much only as good as the audio allow it to be. But I realized that I've been making a mistake over the past 4 days. I'm shooting on my own. I'm out there shooting footage of myself and by myself, and I can't focus on my safety and on getting the good shots, and on top of all of that, trying to get some BTS footage for you folks. And on top of all of that, I had this recorder placed on top of the camera, so I was kind of capturing audio and visual at the same time, which I knew at the back of my head that might be a little bit of an issue, because to get the shots that you want to get, a lot of the time you're quite at a distance of whatever it is that you're capturing, but to get a good crisp sound effect, you do want to get a little close with the recorder, as close as you can get, depending on the scene and what's logistically possible. But in trying to do the two at the same time, I really was compromising. It was at the expense of crispy audio. It's not bad at all when you want to capture ambient sounds and stuff like that, but when you really want to isolate something where safely possible, you want to get nice and close. So I've made my peace with the fact that once I've done capturing all of the visual components of the short film, which are almost done, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some isolated sound effects, and this is quite liberating. So now I can just focus on the visuals and then capture the audio. And what's really good about that is that because I've been shooting on my own, I've been really struggling with the idea of what am I going to do for BTS footage, behind the scenes footage for you folks. But now that I've separated audio and visual, I can create some nice behind the scenes footage of me capturing the audio, which actually is the point of the behind the scenes footage anyway. That's my thoughts for day 4, probably going to include and it was on this day that I felt things were going to work out well for this production, and Monday was going to be a great Monday morning day. It's a stormy, rainy day. Looks like it's going to rain the entire day, making it a perfect day for editing. So I'm hoping this is going to be the last editing session that follows a bunch of desperate shooting. The past few days have been a combination of location hunting and shooting at the same time, kind of not knowing exactly what it is that I want to get. But after today's session, I'm pretty sure that I'll know exactly which shots are missing. I'll know exactly which audio clips are missing, and if the weather permits, tomorrow I'll get all those final bits sorted out. So overall, I think it's going to be a good day. Just plugged in the SD from this recorder into the laptop. I'd spent part of the afternoon yesterday in the city gardens grabbing some audio while I was at it. Plugged it in to find that it's not there. I'm gonna format the micro SD card. Hopefully this won't happen again. The only thing I can really think of that I did, which I've never done before, was my laptop was asleep, but I still had this SD card plugged in through the adapter, and I pulled it out yesterday morning before leaving to go to the garden. gardens. That's the only thing I can think of that I did that was out of the ordinary. Luckily, I'd already decided that I am dedicating one day fully to capturing the audio separately. It just would have been nice to already have, you know, some of the sounds of the pigeons, and I'll just go do it again. Right, it's audio recording time. The weather has cleared up. I don't know how long it's going to stay sunny for, but I think it's going to be for a while. But just in case I have layered up, it's only the audio recorder and this tiny camera that I'm carrying. So chances are I might get a little bit cold because I won't be exerting myself. Got the list of audio clips we need to capture to complete the video today. Got my spare batteries just in case. The most important thing that I think might be the most difficult will be to get the pigeon wing sounds, flapping wing sounds. So let's do that one first. We're at the company gardens in the center of town. Squirrel. Let's look for some pigeons to very politely walk around. Okay, I think we got some pigeons cooing. Now let's try get some flying. Okay, so I've noticed that I'll be able to get a lot of sounds here without disturbing any animals. All I have to do is just walk around. Squirrel, I have no food for you. I'm smiling under this mask. I'm just gonna keep the mic on and opportunistically just grab as much sound as I can. Thinks I have food. Pigeons. It's got a bunch of birds here. Also some babies. I'm not going to disturb them. But look. Babies. Now I wait. I definitely got the audio, but did I get the visual? As you can imagine, this was a morning of running around and taking any opportunity to get the mic close to some animal movement in a manner that wasn't too intrusive to the creatures living in the park. It made a huge difference not having to worry about the visual components which I'd captured on the Sunday prior, and once I had my city park sounds, it was time to head to the streets of the city centre, about a 5-minute drive away. Just managed to get a parking spot just off of Long Street. Let's get some city sounds and see if we can isolate them with all these noises. The walk along Long Street was a quick one. I knew I wanted to get some traffic light crossing beeps and ambient car sounds and anything else I could opportunistically capture. We're at a place that's become one of my favorite places to come visit in town. It's at the waterfront. Though I don't particularly love the waterfront, this place over here is really cool. I feel very at home at skate parks, and I did enjoy this part of the audio capturing, but the footage you see here doesn't represent how I captured the skate sounds. I did get a lot closer, but I would have made people uncomfortable getting super close to a skateboarder while holding the camera out to film myself, vlog style. Perhaps a smaller audio recorder would have made me more comfortable. And the rest of this afternoon was a bunch of running to record audio at any opportunity along the waterfront. After this day, I was pretty tired, but also pumped to edit the project to completion, but there was just one shot left to grab. Gonna set my Aperture MC lights to party mode, put them on the car, and have my friend drive around me a couple times, try to get some long exposure video. Let's see if this works out. If I could end off with any message, it would be that even if things don't go right for your shoot, don't be discouraged and figure out different ways to accomplish the shots that you want. They might not be exactly what you envisioned, but sometimes things just happen the way that they do, and how we choose to take on those artistic and technical challenges is up to us. If you can visualize it, you can make it happen. You've just got to make a plan. My name is Natalie, and this has been my submission to the Feel My City Sounds campaign.